Once upon a time, in the bustling village of Paddock Hollow, where the lush green fields touched the azure sky, lived a farmer named Ramu. Ramu was as cheerful as the sunflowers that grew in his meadows. His pride and joy were his beloved cattle, especially his cherished water buffalo, Dolly. Dolly was no ordinary buffalo. She had the most magnificent coat of sleek ebony fur that gleamed under the sun, big round eyes that seemed to understand human emotions, and a bellow that echoed mightily across the village. Every morning, Ramu would wake up to Dolly's gentle mooing, and together they would go out to the fields where Dolly would plow and Ramu would sow the seeds. One sunny morning, Ramu went out to the barn, only to find Dolly missing. Shocked and distressed, he searched every nook and cranny of the barn and even the fields. His heart pounded like a heavy drum. He dashed to the village square, where he found his friends gathered for their usual morning tea, cake, and stories. He shared the terrible news. Dolly is gone. Someone has taken her, he exclaimed. The village folk gasped, their eyes wide with surprise. Among Ramu's friends was Meera, a clever girl with a mind as sharp as a tack. She loved solving mysteries and had a curious knack for noticing things others often missed. Don't worry, Ramu, she said, tapping her chin thoughtfully. We'll find Dolly. Let's think about where she could be. The villagers began scouring the nearby fields, woods, and streams, asking anyone they crossed paths with if they had seen a buffalo matching Dolly's description. Meanwhile, Meera decided to investigate the barn. We need to look for clues, she said. Meera examined the soft earth outside the barn and noticed something unusual, a set of footprints leading away from the barn. Look, these are not animals' prints, she pointed excitedly. They're human footprints. Someone must have taken Dolly. Following the trail, Ramu, Meera, and the villagers walked together, hope rekindled with every step. The footprints led them through the meadow, past the creek, and right to the tumble-down shack on the outskirts of the village. There, they discovered two mischievous boys, Gopi and Sanju, playing with make-believe horns tied to their heads and pretending to be buffalo herders. Next to them, happily munching on fresh grass, was Dolly. Gopi and Sanju looked sheepish when they realized they had been found. We only wanted to play, Gopi explained, kicking the dust with his shoe. Both boys apologized sincerely. With Dolly safe and sound, Ramu thanked everyone and gave the mischievous boys an invitation to play with Dolly any time but with permission. As the sun set over Paddock Hollow, peace was restored to the village, and Ramu and Dolly returned home as happy as ever.